Hello everybody, my name is Brodos and welcome to yet another Hearthstone video. Today we will be talking on how to build an arena deck. A lot of people play arena, some always have high win ratios like 7 wins to 12 wins. 7 wins is the minimum to refound your 150 gold, and some people just always tend to have just a 4-3 arena run, or maybe even less, like a 0-3, maybe even in some cases, which is just inefficient and time wasting. So today we'll be discussing 3 tips that you should incorporate in your arena building deck technique, and it will definitely put your win rate more towards the high numbers, maybe towards 8 wins consistently. Okay, so tip number 1 is not to always pick the cards that are played in constructed over the cards that are not played. So don't get me wrong here, there are definitely very strong cards played in constructed in standard mode. Well, let's take it as an example as Shaman, since it is one of the most played decks lately. You will definitely pick a Totem Golem in arena, a Tunnel Trog in arena. Those are all very good cards. Now, for example, there are versions of Shamans that play some more combo-ish cards. Like, for example, Maelstrom Portal. Maelstrom Portal is a great card in constructed because you have a lot of cards you can combo it with. You are playing double Azure Drake, Blood Mage Talonless, you have the hero power, so it's more than likely you will have a very good Maelstrom Portal throughout the game. There are also a lot of patches decks. A lot of decks play him incorporated with Small Time Buccaneer. Now, even after the nerf, for example, there is still Pirate Warrior, and even in a mirror match, Shaman against Shaman, when you want to clear all the totems, Maelstrom Portal is really good. On the other hand, he is not that great in arena because you will not find such huge value. Having, for example, a Namani Berserker will often result a better card, especially on turn 2, than a Maelstrom Portal is. Okay, so that would be the tip number 1. Pick the card that is best suited for arena, not for constructed, not combo cards, but generally good cards. Here we come to the number 2. So you know you have to pick cards that are just good in the arena environment, but put yourself in this position. When you look at the mana cost of a card, let's just pretend you are on that mana with an empty hand and you are top decking. Would that card be one of the best things you can have at that mana slot? So for example, let's say you're on turn 6, you have as options Boulder Fist Ogre, Moth Lurker, and let's say Bog Creeper, which is a 7 mana card, but we'll put it in here. So some people would say Moth Lurker, he's good, he's removal, but now here it's a tricky situation, because if it's your first pick, you never go for Moth Lurker here. If it's a later pick, you already have some 6 drops, you would like some removal such as Moth Lurker, he would be fine, he would be acceptable. But in this case, you would definitely pick the Boulder Fist Ogre. Now we have this other comparison, Bog Creeper against Boulder Fist Ogre. So Boulder Fist Ogre, great 6 mana, 6/7, big minion. Here on the other hand, we have a 1 mana more costly card with Taunt, pretty similar stats, 6/8, and Bog Creeper would easily be here a choice, because what happens is if your opponent has a big board, you would rather have a taunt and wait for 1 turn more than have a 6/7 that will just be ignored. So, for example, you have to think with this mindset. Okay, and last but definitely not least, know your deck. When you finish, don't just jump into game straight off. Know how many 1-drops you have, count your 2-drops, count your removal, count your healing, your potential damage of the top deck, if you have charge minions, if you have cards like Starfire, Swipe, Soulfire, Jade Lightning, stuff like that. Get to know it. Think of a strategy. If you're gonna go all out, if you're not gonna ever go for face but always trade. Look, if you're gonna be a little bit greedy, if you think you cannot win if you go for the long-term value game, maybe you just think whatever he puts, I'm gonna clear and I'm gonna win that way. He's not gonna have any more cards and I'm gonna have two cards left in the hand. You need to have a strategy, not just jump into a game. And of course, Be viable with it. Don't just go straight with one strategy. You need to have a base ground to start off, and then when you see what your opponent is doing, how he is playing, you need to change it. I think Arena is a lot more detailed, and you have to be a lot more cautious of your plays and what your opponent is doing than Constructed, because there we're kind of brain dead. We already know what's going on, we've seen it 1,000 times, and we just play it automatically, more or less. Here in Arena, you have to take into consideration every possible option. So take a screenshot of the deck. When you finish it, put it in on the side, or maybe have a Hearthstone deck tracking software available to you, so you can always see how your draws are going, what you have gone through, and what you can expect. So that will be all for this Arena guide. Short and sweet. I hope you guys liked it. Hope you learned a thing or two. Enjoy your Angoro packs. Hopefully you get a lot of legendary quests, a lot of legendaries, and see you in the next season. Until then, stay lucky.